home, which is right here in Atlanta, and check it out, all those white shirts over there. Every time that 18 comes rolling by, they all jump up and down and cheer. Pretty cool.
That is unbelievable. I'm so happy for those kids and so proud of Kyle. What a great thing to do. He's got hell of a good bike on his truck in this race. He talked about that before the event. He's got his own team, Phil, and you and I both know the struggles and how difficult it is. You have the desire to have a race team if you're a race car driver from the time you're a kid. And the most difficult thing about having a team is a sponsor, and Kyle's got him one on there today.
Green flag back in the air. It's Kyle Busch on the outside of row number 1. Jumps out to the lead. Right behind him, Steve Wallace in that number 15. Then Kevin Harvick in the 2.
Steve slides up the racetrack, opens up the bottom for Kevin Harvick.
Trying to keep that momentum up on the outside is the 15 of Kevin Harvick.
Kyle Busch tried to pull over and block Kevin, but Kevin was in there.
How about Kevin Harvick taking over the top spot from Kyle Busch? A little loose there for the 18. He'll lose second to the 15.
Stephen Wallace.
For a while, I was going to say it looks like he's battling right back, though.
Well, these restarts have been fun, haven't they?
Yeah, every time they throw the green flag, whoever's running third winds up first.
There's Rick Crawford. Circle bar on board right there. Rick's running.
Oh, look at there, contact.
And they're in the wall right in front of Rick. Crawford.
Clear to the bottom.
The 93 and the 7. The 7 of Justin Lofton and the 93 of Shane Sieg involved in this incident right in front of Rick Crawford.
All right, stay there, stay there. Good job, stay there, stay there.
Sieg did what Matt Crafton did, Phil. He just got sideways and got up into Justin Lofton. He just couldn't get off of him.
Yeah, Justin was an innocent bystander right there.
Those guys were running in 6th and 7th spot.
Yep, battling for the 6th spot.
Man, that's a shame to see a couple guys like that having such a solid run. And Shane's from right here in Tucker, Georgia. Justin's from California.
See the damage on that number 7.
You see a 2009 ARCA Racing Series champion. What a great battle he had with Parker Kligerman the entire season. He won 6 times last year, including the race at Talladega, the ARCA Series race at Talladega.
Didn't he win by 5 points?
Clear to
5 points.
Yeah. Amazing battle. Watch Sieg here. He's down on the bottom. He starts pushing up the hill, and he just
had to chase it up the hill, and unfortunately Justin was there. Had Justin not been there, Shane may have had enough room to catch that truck, but Justin didn't do anything wrong. He just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
They slide down the back stretch. Here again, you take a look at it coming off of turn 2.
We're riding along with Rick Crawford. He is right behind us. You're going to watch him duck by the 14 truck.
As does Jason White. We hadn't said a lot about Jason. Didn't qualify on the pole at Daytona. It was way back in qualifying here. But you'll see him slip to the bottom here. Here comes Crawford and Jason White. These trucks are all battling in the top 10, Phil.
Yeah, tough break. There's another view. Justin is absolutely as high as he can go. He's right up against the wall, and Shane said, I need some more room.
They scatter down behind them. Coming off the wall.
It's great to see some of the guys that are running in the top 10. A couple of them there won't be now.
So again, this time it's Shane Sieg and Justin Lofton that are involved. Rick Crawford had a front row seat to this battle that didn't end so well for those two drivers. We'll be right back with more from Atlanta. 10 Eastern, only on Speed. If you're just joining us here in Atlanta, take a look at what happened. Well, we knew we were going to have an exciting start to this race. We just didn't know there would be that much contact early on.
That was lap number 1, and this is the aftermath of that. Ron Hornaday, because of that damage, has a tire go down left rear, hard into the outside wall, ends his day early.
Second week in a row.
Kyle Busch had a little damage to the right front, so they decided they were going to fix it. And it has worked because Kyle Busch has been able to run very well right up through the pack and get up and lead laps here in Atlanta.
Lap number 60, Matt Crafton gets loose on the bottom of the racetrack, makes contact with the 30 of Ty Bodine, spins him out. Matt ends up coming back again with a flat tire. Here it is right here. From the damage, he had a tire rub, tire down into the outside wall, Mike.
You could hear that tire bust, and this time the damage sent him to the garage area to get some work done to that Chevy.
Lap 75, problems for the 93 of Shane Sieg. He gets up into the 7 of Justin Lofton, takes both trucks into the wall.
Very much like Matt Crafton, got loose on the bottom, had to chase his truck up the hill. Unfortunately for Justin Lofton, he was there and they made contact.
And Justin had given him all the room he had. Justin was scrubbing along the wall trying to give Shane enough room to keep him from wrecking, but it wasn't to be.
Kevin Harvick in front of the field now. There have been 6 different people out in front, 9 different changes. The average speed just over 111 miles per hour. We've had 5 cautions for 22 caution laps.
Well, Rick,
8 trucks are out of the race.
There's our lucky dog, the 56 of Taylor Mawson. He hadn't been able to show the pace in his Kyle Busch Motorsports truck that Kyle has shown, but now he's got a chance to get back on the lead lap and see if he can't do something with these guys. You know, Phil, we've talked about 100 times the guy running third seems to have the advantage on these
on every start, it seems like.
So Stephen Wallace is sitting in that 3rd spot now. We'll see if he can't do like he did earlier and take them 3 wide and go into turn 1 with the lead. Adam, what's happening?
It was very interesting when this caution first came out, and the question was, do I come to pit road or do I not? Mike Skinner was talking with his crew chief, Gene Need. Gene saw Harvick dropping down. He said, pit, pit, pit. And then he said, no, no, no. So Skinner was going back and forth, and after he was able to get back on track, he said to his crew chief, next time, could you just say, do what they do? Gene said, yeah, we'll do that. And Skinner said, it's all in love. Ray?
Adam, just before the race started, I was on the grid. Kevin Harvick came up and said, do me a favor, give a little shout out, if you would, to Lori Parkhurst. She is the wife of Mike Parkhurst, who's the vice president of sales for EZGO, and they're the sponsor on Kevin Harvick's race truck today. She's just 40 years old, but after 5 years of remission, found out that her breast cancer has returned. So they've got a special sticker on the side of the truck today for Lori and for all the women out there who are fighting through breast cancer. Certainly a big part of so many people's lives in NASCAR. And Kevin today with a little extra motivation out there. Very, very good race truck for Kevin Harvick. They're hoping to pit sometime around lap 100 to 110, depending on how the cautions go, and get their final set of tires.
EZGO on the hood, as well as the title sponsor of this race. Green flag back in the air.
That's a great point by Ray. We have 50 laps to go, actually 49 laps to go right now. They could have made it on fuel from here, but they want to save that last set of tires. They want a fresh set of tires with maybe 20, 25 laps to go.
In a perfect world, but you never know when that caution's going to fly, so these crew chiefs are going to be forced to make a decision at some point. When do we put those darn tires on?
Battle is on for second now. Steve Wallace on the inside, Kyle Busch on the outside. Looks like Kyle Busch is going to have the advantage as they come out of turn number 4. A little momentum.
There goes Steve. He went from 3rd to 2nd. He couldn't quite get to 1st, but he did make some progress from that 3rd spot.
Looking to the inside, that 51 of Eric Almirola. Now trying to get into the mix of things going on.
Steve got loose on the bottom, didn't he?
He just was fortunate he didn't have somebody up beside him, so he was able to slide up the hill and not cause anything, any crash.
Ray, how is Billy Baloo Motorsports doing today?
Doing absolutely great, Rick, and these two drivers have the ability to switch over on the radio channel. So under caution, the two of them been kind of laughing back and forth, talking a little bit. Eric just asked Steve, what do you think of your truck? And Steven told him the wedge adjustments have been the best thing for him so far today. Eric asked him if you're having fun. He said, yeah, but I have a feeling these final 20 or 30 in this race are going to get pretty crazy.
They normally do here.
He must have been watching some of the truck races on speed. We have a party at the end of the race.
A total margin of victory over 10 races here is less than 5 seconds, which means if you divide that out, every time it's been an average of less than a half a second for the margin of victory.
How about Todd Bodine battling back, and now he's back up into the top 10. He's running 6th. Just on the outside of Mike Skinner, or inside of Mike Skinner. Took 5th away from Skinner.
The good news for Todd Bodine, NASCAR allowed him to get another set of tires for those tires that he flat spotted and actually blew out. Flat spotted, blew out when he got turned by Matt Crafton. So he does have an extra set of tires, just like every one of the rest of these guys in the pits for that last stop.
Yeah, they're all even on tires as we're heading down to the final stages of this race. Adam.
Haven't talked about Johnny Sauter a lot today. He finds himself riding in the 8th position. He is not totally satisfied with his truck, but when you consider how bad they were early in the practice session yesterday, he has to be satisfied riding in the top 10. This is the same vehicle he drove to victory at Las Vegas late last year. They have some confidence, and more importantly than anything else, they really want to bounce back from the disappointment they had at Daytona. And just behind him, you can see the red truck of Rick Crawford. He's riding right behind Jason White and right alongside Ricky Carmichael. This team didn't know they were coming to the racetrack for sure until Wednesday evening, but they have come here and put together a nice package. Crawford trying for another top 10 at Atlanta.
We talk about Jason